I wanted to talk to you guys about a topic. Do you guys think that kids should get allowance or not for the things that they do around the house? Do you think kids are obligated to allowance for doing their chores? I really want to know people's opinions on this. I feel like, what do you feel?
I feel like that if you're gonna give them something, then you just give them something. You're not obligated to give them anything because you provide a roof over their head and food in their mouth.
I feel like if your kids get allowance, right. I feel like the parents should just give it to them. Don't tell them, well, if you do the dishes, you get allowance.
But there are some parents that can't afford to give kids allowance. Does that mean that they don't do the chores? They're
Right.
gonna do the chores regardless.
Right. So I just feel like, we do give our kids money, but I don't want to put in their head, well, if you wash my dishes, I'm going to give you allowance. Or if you clean the bathroom, I'm going to give you allowance. That's not how I put it because, yes, he said, but then my dad teach me a life. Yes. So I feel like if you start your kids off saying, well, if you wash my dishes, I'll pay you allowance to do this. If you clean the bathroom, I'll pay you allowance. If you keep your room clean, I'll pay you allowance. They will never do it on their own because they're going to be looking for the money for you to pay them, you know? So I feel like it's okay to give your kids bonuses for helping around the house, but don't put it in their head. If you do this, I'm going to pay you this, you know? Like I just never brought my kids up like that. Now my kids have got a lot of things, but that because the allowance thing didn't work. You know what I mean? We the allowance thing didn't work. Yes, this person said I get allowance, but I get for A pluses. That's reasonable. You work hard. But to do things around the house, like don't nobody pay me to keep a roof over your head. Don't nobody pay me to feed you. Don't nobody pay me to clothe you. Don't nobody pay me, you know, to do the things for you. So I'm not paying you to do anything around my house. But I will do is I will show you the appreciation, you know, for all the help you give me. But it will never be, oh, I gave you this money because you washed my dishes. Because 9 times out of 10, y'all messed up the kitchen. Y'all ate out those dishes.
Yeah.
I'm never here. Let me see what she say. Yeah. So we do give our kids money. Oh, I think we just gave the girls some money yesterday, right or wrong.
Yeah.
Just gave them some money yesterday. Um, yes, I agree with you. So we give the kids money, but we never tell our kids, well, because we try to do the allowance thing. You remember? We tried to do the allowance thing. You do this and we'll give you allowance. Did not work. Because they only wanted to do it for the money, you know? So we stopped doing that because this person wasn't doing it, but this person was halfway doing it, and it just wasn't working. So we do give them money, but it just when we feel like we want to show them appreciation for something they done did. But it's okay to give your kids allowance because allowance don't have to be for chores. You know what I mean? It could be for good behavior. It could be for allowance could be for a lot of things. I'm not going to put a title on why I'm giving you this money. Because I give my son, I have a 16-year-old son, we do give him money, but we don't put a title on why we're giving you this money. I don't want to say, well, here goes some allowance for cleaning up your room, and here goes some allowance for taking out the garbage every day. Here goes some allowance, because that's not how the real world works, you know?
Right.
If something happened to me and I leave this earth and somebody else has to take care of my kids, um, they're not gonna pay my kids to clean up, you know. So then I don't want my kids to not want to do it because they're not getting paid. So that's not we don't pay them for the stuff that they do around the house, but they do get a lot of money. Yes, for now, April. That's how I believe. If you're gonna give them money, it should be for overall. It should be for overall the overall thing that you do. So, because I'll be lying if I tell you that I don't give my kids money for things, but I just don't put a title on what I'm giving them the money for. I don't put a title on. Well, here goes some allowance because you cut the grass last week. I don't put titles on it because I want them to always feel like this is our home, so it's our responsibility to take care of this home. It's not just my responsibility. It's not just his responsibility. It's all of our responsibility to take care of the home. So that's why I don't put a title on why I give them money. I agree with you, April. I give them money for the overall behavior. Everything. School, house, what they doing around the house, how respectful they is, how beneficial they was to me throughout the week, getting stuff ready for school and work and all of that. That's what you get allowance for. But I also don't want them to feel entitled because I might not be blessed like this 2 years down the line to be able to give you anything, you know? So always know whatever I give you is a blessing. It's not an entitlement. That's what we try to teach them. But I just want to know what you guys think. Would you give? Do you feel like all kids deserve allowance? Because everybody clean up, but do it really be clean? It's a difference from cleaning up and straightening up. And our kids straighten up. Our kids straighten up, right?
Yeah.
They straighten up. These kids nowadays don't know the difference between cleaning up and straightening up. So, I just want to know what you parents think. Do you feel like kids should get allowance for the things they do around the house? I just want to know your feedback on it because that can go so many different directions. Like I said, I do give my kids money, but I don't put a title on why I gave them the money. What do you got to say? What do you think?
Well, I agree with you. I mean, I think they have no choice but to clean up, whether they get money or not. Money come with all around. They got to be doing good all the way around the
See,
board. That
April
includes
said
the
it. I don't
school
think
and
all
everything.
kids deserve it. It depends on their behavior. I totally
Right.
agree with her.
Depends on behavior,
It depends.
school.
Right. Is like she said. I totally agree with her. Like she said, it's the all around behavior. Like all of so many things come in play of allowance.
They could be doing terrible in school. They still gonna clean up and they not gonna get no allowance.
Right. This young man he's like, I hate the word allowance because you have to, what did he say? Because it's just a label. You have to clean in your grades and you right, you have to get this stuff.
Right.
That's you're smart, young man. You're smart. Because that's why I don't put a title on it because you have to clean. You have to get good grades. That's not an option in our home. I'm not saying that you need the top of the line grades. I don't think you should give kids allowance because when you move out, who gonna pay you to clean? Hello, who gonna pay you to clean when you move out? That's why I swear I do not pay my kids to clean. I do now. Anybody like people probably on here like that know us personally. Like she give her kids a lot. I do give my kids a lot, but a lot of people think that Sam Tay and Destiny and Baby Gas Cam got it good. They, if anything, that's what I mean by is people looking in but don't know really what's going on. They got to work hard for what they receive, right or wrong. Nothing is handed to Sam Tay, Destiny, and Baby Gas Cam. You have to earn what you get. And a lot of people think that, they think them kids just got it going on at school and they think that they just got everything. They have to earn it. I'm 14 and I don't get a lot of money and I earn everything. Yes, they have to. I don't just throw them money. I don't just go get them things. No, because that's not teaching them life lessons. They have to earn it. And I, I never got paid for it. I'll get rewards, but no, from babysitting. You work for your money, right? And back in the days, we deserved allowance because when our parents said clean up, we cleaned up stuff that we didn't even have to clean up. If you throw money, they'll become ungrateful and spoiled. Tuh, they speaking,
That's the one I'm thinking.
huh?
That's the problem with ours.
Yeah, that's the problem with ours. Ungrateful. Very ungrateful. Guys, I did a my hair done sweated out because I had a braid I had a braid. Look how long this hair is. I had a braid out, but it sweated out, girl. It sweated out. But I just wanted to know, do y'all feel like kids should get allowance for stuff they do around the house? I don't know because taking the towel and wiping it across the counter ain't cleaning. You know? These kids nowadays don't know how to clean. They don't know how to move the stuff off the kitchen counter and clean behind there and lift the stove up and get the eyes, wipe down the refrigerator. They don't know how to do that like how we used to know how to do that growing up. You know? We used to know how to clean. But I see a lot of people got mixed feelings. Like I think all kids should get allowance. All kids ain't good kids. Yeah. She said parents were different back in the days. We didn't have an option. We better do it. That's the thing. I didn't have see the thing about back in the days, I didn't have that. I do laundry, clean the kitchen and living room, and my siblings do the bath. Girl, hello. Girl, we got it like that here. Everybody got a signed thing to do in the house. And if your stuff ain't done, honey, y'all get the nice mama gas cam on here, don't they? Let me come home with something out of place. But I was scared to not clean my mama house when I was growing up. Shoot, I didn't need no money, you know. Yes, he was. She said my uncle is 32, lived with my grandmother because he was handed stuff and never got a job and could not buy a house. It's sad he never earned anything. Wow. I don't have an option either. My mom will wake me up. Girl, will wake them. Girl, I will wait till they get good into that sleep. I'm talking about good sleep. They can have school the next day. Didn't you supposed to put this? One, I'm big on. Do not let my dishes sit in the rack overnight. That is that one of my biggest pet peeves too. That should have put that on our pet peeve video. Do not let my dishes sit in the rack overnight when you wash them. Dry them off, put them in the cabinet. Your mom the same way. Do not let my dishes sit in the rack because y'all end up using them same dishes. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like kids just be lazy and the rack thing where all the water be up under the. Don't let me go in my kitchen. That little dish rack thing got water at the bottom of it, just sitting there. Dish towel just dripping from water. Like y'all don't know how to wring out a towel. Nah, I will wake them up in a minute. Get up. Yes, she said every sentence when she yell has lazy in it. Girl, your mama live in our house. Girl, your mama live, and I'm an Indian giver. Don't let me give you something. I'm gonna take it right back. Now, my kid, I would give me my phone. I am a big Indian giver. My kids better clean up. I don't know, but I do a lot for them. But I don't. Yes, whatever dishes you use, you better wash them. But I'm just not that parent that just say. I'm just not that parent that would tell you, if you wash my dishes, I'm gonna pay you at the end of the week. Them your dishes too. But like I said, don't get me wrong. I do give my kids money. I know all parents do, but I give them money for the overall. That's wise. Yes. Samisha, Pink Tink, you like Sam. Now Sam is gonna go. What? How can we describe Sam? Sam don't want to clean up nothing, so she'll get plastic everything.
Yep.
Sam, the whole house gonna be full of plastic. Everything. Plastic plates, plastic cups, plastic spoons, plastic everything. If she can get plastic toilet covers where she could just throw the toilet covers away and all that stuff so she don't Sam don't want to do nothing. She'll get plastic everything in the house, won't she?
Yep.
And and Tay, my son Tay, he's so lazy. he makes sure that he has an injury every 2 weeks. Right now his shoulder's hurting, so now he can't. Lord, should I tell the way he did the other day? So I don't know if y'all know, or did he make a video of my son Tay that his shoulder was hurt. He knocked his shoulder out of place in one of his games, right? So Tay haven't been. If I go to school in the bathroom, yes. Always get their phone taken. Not so much the grown ones, but Tay always getting his. But so Tay had hurt his shoulder in a game. So Tay ain't really been doing nothing around the house because his shoulder hurts so bad. His shoulder hurts so bad. So he ain't really been cleaning up around the house because, he's always injured. Tay always injured. So I don't know if y'all watched a couple videos back where he had his knee hurt. And he was on physical therapy for a long time. So now, first it was his knee, then it was his shoulder, then his tooth. So, I told Tay, I just got fed up. I'm like, you need to do them dishes. Because Tay did the dishes since he hurt his knee. Now, all the real true Gas Can family supporters, y'all know how long ago that was his knee was hurting. So he ain't really been doing the dishes since his knee. So I got upset with him the other day. And I'm like, no, you can do the dishes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm rich your mama. So I said you could do the dishes. Now I watched my son text on that phone 90 going north. He can use both hands, right, babe, to text.
Yeah.
He can use both hands to text. Honey, when I tell you, I told this boy to wash the dishes. Why he try to wash dishes with one hand and leave his shoulder just hanging down? I said, if you don't pick that plate up with the other hand like you pick the phone up and you be texting with, you better wash my dishes. You better get them clean. I said, or you won't see this phone no more. And he was just like, just washing the dishes. Tay, he's always injured, so he won't have to wash nothing, ain't he? But you'll see him texting 90 going north, but he using two hands to hold the phone and text. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all, how many of y'all agree with, how many of y'all think kids should get allowance? That's a biased question. And it's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like kids should feel entitled to do something around the house.
Right.
That's making them entitled. And like the young man, Deshaun, I don't know what he said, his uncle 32, having never had still live with his grandmother because everything was handed to him. It's so many young people out here like that that's everything is handed to them. They're so lost to the world and don't know which direction to go because everything is done for them. This generation is very catered. Um, yeah, the allowance for cleaning, no. Mm-mm. It's very catered. This generation is very catered. Everything gets handed to them. Everything gets done to them. They have a lack of knowledge of studying on their own. They don't know how to pick up a book and study. All they gonna do is go to Google and what? Look for the answer. You know,
Yeah.
they just feel this generation feel entitled, but this is not a bad generation. It's not the generation fault. It's our fault as parents. We have crippled them. We have made these kids be so dependent on us because we want to shelter them and we claim we want to give them a good life, but what we're doing is damaging them. They're not going to be street smart. They're not going to be knowledgeable of things to do when they get out on the streets because we do everything for them. We pay them for everything. We make sure everything is taken care of. We cater to every need that they need to have going on. We make sure they have any social media savvy equipment. You know, my mom always say to think like, how would I do something if she wasn't here? And that's the thing I wanted to get to you guys. I've been trying to show my kids lately. What would y'all do if I wasn't here? Because like I said, it's not the generation why they're so dependent. It's us. We parents, we crippled these kids. They don't know how to. Some of these kids don't know how to wash. Some of these kids don't know how to do an application. Some of these kids don't know how to study for a test. Some of these kids, because we created these monsters because we cater to our kids' every need. We do everything for them. Even when they get 18, they don't even know how to make doctor's appointments because guess what? We do everything for them. You know, and I just noticed that with my kids. I was like, I gotta pull back because I do everything for them. And I got 2 year olds. Stuff that I knew how to do at 20 years old, they don't know how to do because guess what? We cater to them. We do everything for them. We baby them. We spoon feed them. We do everything for our kids. So why should I give you allowance when I do everything for you? That's like we are creating a crippled generation. Not like we handicapping them. I hang out with girls who curse at no, ain't no kid in this house for to curse at me. No, baby, no. Huh? For telling her to clean up. So I said, no, ma'am, I gotta go. She said, no, ma'am, I gotta go. You gotta be a smart girl. Like, it ain't even the kids. I don't fault none of our kids because, like I said, our kids, because my kids is in that category with all the rest of the kids. My kids feel so entitled. They feel so like they so entitled to where if you tell them no, they think you did wrong. Cause they so used to getting. We give them everything. What you want these shoes? You ain't gotta work for it. We'll buy them. You know, just everything's get thrown to them. They owe you 18 plus years of cleaning because you pay for it. Thank you. I try to tell them that and I just wonder like it we it's so different. Times is so different from when we was growing up. My mother, the other day I'm not gonna tell you which daughter it was, but the other day one of our daughters didn't have enough to pay their bill. Do you know me and him went behind them? They don't even know, and we paid the bill for them. They don't even know that. I had to think about that. Y'all know good and well our parents weren't going behind our back paying no bill. Right or wrong? Not at 20. Not at 20. Ain't no parent paying a bill. So me and Bay sat back and was like, you know what? It's time for them to change. We're going to have to let them go out there and learn this world on their own. Because this world, they need to know how to survive without us. What you think?
Definitely, they gonna have. Sometimes they're gonna bump their head, and you gotta let them learn on their own. Otherwise, they'll never know.
They'll always be home. They'll be like Deshaun uncle. The baby over here, 32, still living with us. And honey, they 20 and I don't hear no plans of leaving. you hear me? Like I'm 14 and I have a weekend job and a summer job. Honey, they got jobs, but you know when you certain age, when you 18, you saying when you gonna move out. I ain't really heard them plans from my kids. Have you?
Nope.
Like I ain't heard them say they moving out. Yeah, like people just like we done crippled these kids, handicapped these kids so much. It's so different. When at 15, I was taking care of. Not saying
Come here.
that my mom made me do things a lot. That's my baby knocking on the door. Not saying that my mom made me do a lot of stuff for me and my siblings, but my mom had to work and we had to make sure everything was maintained at the house. I knew how to oh, that's nice, $100 a month for babysitting. I knew how to get my brothers together. I knew how to fix them something to eat, make sure they was ready for school tomorrow, and we was in bed by the time my mama came home from work. Nowadays, kids be having the kids' siblings up, then ain't fed the kids, don't know how to do nothing because we do everything for them and then expect for you to give them something because they helped you out a little bit. As soon as I turned 18, I couldn't wait to be on my own. Not these kids, honey. Not these kids. I mean, I don't want them to leave fast, but I don't even think that crossed my kids' mind to leave. You know?
Mm-hmm.
To leave. Mm-hmm. I don't even think these kids even. Honey, I just could. I used to remember me and my siblings said, I can't wait to get grown and have my own house.
We're gonna have to move.
We gonna have to move out the house. Like, we gonna get our stuff and we move. We gonna move. Because I just literally, but I feel like honestly, Who you think will be the first kid to move out our house? I already know who it is. Who you think?
Probably thing.
Tay. Tay is more independent than the girls is. The girls are they're gonna straggle along. You know? Tay, hey, Tay probably gonna move out before the girls. I told my mom I'm moving out to ATL when I turn 18. She said, "No, you're not. You're staying in Florida. You gonna go move across the street and give me a key." See, that's the thing. Samisha wanted to when she graduated high school. She wanted to go what to Atlanta. I told her no. Why would I tell her that? Because I was so afraid for my baby to take on this big world by herself. Now I'm like, I won't do that. And now she won't leave me, will she? I tried to get her to stay at the dorms at her college. She won't leave, guys. She won't leave. But yeah, she just turned 20 last week. Yep. Girl, them girls don't go nowhere. My son will be gone before my daughters will be gone. Them girls don't go nowhere. Honey, them girls is just like glue. Yeah. Like I was buying my baby some shoes. My 4-year-old. Sam was like, "Is you gonna give me the same shoes?" That's smart. Get your own apartment if you're gonna get a dorm. Because you can save money. Them dorms is high. Um. So yeah, that's what I wanted to know because me and him was debating on should kids get allowance, and I think I love my subscribers because you guys like no, they don't need no allowance. That's just people living in the real world. You know what I mean? Like that's people that's not rich and that's just people living in the real world. The real world, you don't get allowance for everything you do around the house. Oh, so your boys was like, I'm going far away. But them girls, like I'm gonna say, right by my mom. Yeah, guys, I had a braid out in my head. As y'all can see, it's just done sweated out. It was cute, but it's done sweated out now. But yeah, but so I just want to know that also another thing with us, we give our kids too many chances. We tell them to do something and they don't do it, and we ask them again, and we'll ask them again, and we'll ask them again, right? We'll continue to do that. Back when we was growing up, it was only one time and one time only. What my mama said is what my mama meant, and we knew to do it. We knew not to go back and forth with her. We knew not to play with her, and we knew to just have it done. Yes, I used to say a lot of stuff in my head, but it never came out in my mouth. Never. I never made that mistake for what was in my head to come out my mouth. Never, never, never. These kids will keep talking, but why? But why I got to do this? But why? We give these kids too many chances for all the stuff that we do for our kids. We give them too many chances. We cater to them. We cater to these kids nowadays. You know, Back in the days, Jordan was rich, but now Jordan is filthy rich, huh?
Yeah.
Back in the days, he was rich, but now he's filthy rich because we don't care how our kids act. We're gonna get them Jordan for them. We're gonna get this for them. Huh?
Right.
Is it we as parents we don't demand respect. Um, it's just different nowadays. Nat, so you guys tell me something that I that your parents didn't tolerate growing up. I feel like I don't want to live on my own because I'm scared. Me and my and was talking about. That's how Sam. My daughter Sam, she's so scary. She don't want to live with by herself. But I talk a lot of stuff. But I don't care if she don't move out. I love my baby because it's gonna be a time when she gonna move out and she not gonna come around as often because she gonna have her own family doing her own thing. Um,
Don't tell stories.
but I'm grateful that God is blessing me with the relationship that I have with my girls. I'm thankful for everything that God has blessed me with these kids. But that's pretty much how things go, Ryan. I just wanted to know what you guys thought on I'm kind of watching the news. That's why I'm looking back up and not saying nothing. What you guys thoughts on allowance? My mom didn't pay me no allowance. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Really?
Grandma,
And you said you 14?
can you call Brooke for a minute?
You said you 14?
She's on video and Hazel just used it.
Huh?
She's gonna be what?
So you ever talked to your dad since you was 4?
She's in the middle of the video.
Huh? This video is live.
Hmm?
This video is live.
I know. That's why I asked Grandma to come do it. She's doing a live video. Oh, she in our bathroom.
No, I'm saying this video. You're talking. I'm saying it. I was the only girl, so I was a daddy's girl. Oh, but at least you know what? But at least you got the chance to connect with him before it was too late. It's never too late to while both of you are on this earth, it's never too late to rekindle your relationship that y'all had before he was absent. If it's going in a good path and he's making his amends to you and letting you know why he was absent in your life, and it's never too late to start that connection with him. So if you don't have any bad feelings towards it, just let it roll with the punches. Just let it roll with the punches because um you only get one mom and one dad, and you don't want him to leave this earth for unanswered questions. So you know be thankful that you were able to reconnect with him 10 years later. You know, and he should also be ups- yes, yes, cherish him. 10 years is a long time, but it's not too late. You know, there's a lot of people who don't have their father that can't get that connection back. I thought I was weird because no, that's a normal feeling. I don't know if you guys seen the video that I wrote. I got a video on something like this. Where I said, now you want to come back in my life. You walked out my life once. It's something on there about. It's a story about my dad. It's you walked out my life once. I never met my dad, but I know who he is. I have talked to him. Never met him when I turned 30. He ended up calling me out the blue. It was my first time ever hearing his voice, and he promised me all these things, and we was gonna meet each other. And I was so happy to hear his voice for the first time, and I was just so happy to hear his voice. And guess what? I never got to see him. He's still alive. He just didn't show up. So, be thankful that you got that to see your dad. You know what I mean? Everybody's not perfect and you're 14. With God's will, you probably got a lot of years ahead of you. Y'all could build from there. And at 14, he's probably young too as a parent, so you can make up those 10 years. I mean, you can never make up the 10 years that y'all lost, but you can gain better 10 years. You know? Great memories. Yeah, so yeah. But always express to him your true feelings and let him know how you really feel. And then maybe he can give you some allowance. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah. So I'm happy for you that you got to see your dad. Right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
That's.
Yeah.
And she seemed like such a humble young lady. You know what I mean? She said, I thought it was weird, but I was happy. That's a normal emotion. you know. So be thankful that, God brought him back into your life and you haven't been posted on your YouTube page. I watch your videos, you haven't been posting. Nay, quiet. Did you wash your hands? Okay, now go watch your tab.
Go watch the tablet.
Yes, even her, we making her get on the same board. Look at that. Y'all can see it was kind of crinkly, but but yeah, it's really and grew out a lot. So guys, talk to me. What do you guys want to talk about? Ask me some questions. Let me ask you guys some questions. What's going on with what's new in you guys' life? What's going on? I just want to know, how do parents feel about kids getting allowance? I don't think that we should be telling our kids we're going to give them allowance to clean up our house. No. No. I'm gonna give you money, but it ain't gonna be cleaning up our house for cleaning up our house. You know. Mm-mm. I'm about to do the big chop. Oh my God, that's gonna be the best thing you ever did is a big chop. Tell them I did. What did I do? I just came home one day and just chopped my hair off.
Yep.
Like that. It was literally like the waiting to exhale moment. Remember when she just got to cutting her hair off, and I came out the bathroom and him and the kids was just looking at me like, "What's going on with her?" Right?
Yep.
And it's just like, oh my God, the big chop was the best thing I could have ever did. Ever, 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 ever did. My hair is so right now is just poofy and dry because it just sweated out today. But you could actually see that it's really, really healthy. It ain't scraggly and none of it, like you don't see no scraggly ends or nothing like that. It's just you could, as by being all sweated out, it look all bunched up, but it's even. But girl, that junk is long as ever. As long as ever. The big chop is the best thing you can do. And I think it changed the texture of your hair too. I think so. Yeah, I think that's the best thing you could do. I was self conscious though when I did the big chop. So if you look at my Instagram page, you're gonna see on my Instagram page, if you go to our Instagram page, Gas Can Family Instagram page, for a period of time I had nothing but braids. When you see me with a lot of braids in my head, that's when I did the big chop. Everybody else didn't know it, but they just thought I was just wearing braids because I like braids. But I really was wearing braids because I did a big chop. So that was that. And I had my hair streaked and I had cut all that dye up. I just cut off everything because when you wash your hair shouldn't be like afro and then stringy strings. You know, I wanted to wash my hair, and when I washed my hair, I wanted it to all be an afro, like poofy, like no strings. And I just came home and I just cut it, and it's been the best thing ever since. It's been the best thing. Got my edges and all of that, and my edges ain't missing. But I had it blow dried out when I just had those two braids in my head, and it didn't grow a lot. It, but it gets spongy real quick. So go for it. Go for it. Go for it. You want to do a big chop? Don't be afraid. Go for it. I'm getting ready to wash my hair this weekend and do a twist out. Hmm. Leave it up for a couple of days. So leave my twist is up for a couple of days so it can have good definition. I always had long hair too, but it was long, but it wasn't healthy. That's the difference in mine. It was long, but not healthy. You know, when it was healthy, he told me, "What did you tell me? Don't put dye in it."
Yep.
He was like, "Don't put dye in it because it was so healthy," and I ended up getting streaks in it. And little do you know, I don't care how much you take care of your hair, them streaks be tearing that head up. Mm. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, I just wanted to see if you guys believe in chores. I mean, the allowance for chores. But I'm about to get off this live, but I'm getting back on live later because I got an announcement to make. So I am getting back on live later. So guys, tune into my live later because I have a big announcement to make. Talk to you guys later. Bye.